So here we have the Vango Brecon Air 600 XL. I'm doing a little tour because I haven't seen any online yet, so I thought I'd do a quick tour of us setting one up so other people can see what there is. So we have the front awning. It's not all guyed up yet because it's starting to rain, but you have the air inlets covered with a cover and some Velcro to keep them nice and tight. So I'll go around and do all of those. You have a side door just here to open, and it's got the lovely National Trust pattern on it. So around the back you've got two large tough nylon webbing guy ropes, as well as some smaller orange ones, all pegged down at the bottom. As you can see, it's quite wide and quite taut already, even without the guy ropes on it. And then we've got the other side. It's pretty much the same. Instead of a door, you have one window. So you've got two internal windows this side with a inlet for your electricity and an air vent to let some air in. You've actually got two air vents, one on each side here. I haven't done that one just yet. Inside the porch area, you got side door window there, big massive doors on the front, again with more large thick webbings. Right, let's take a look on the inside. So zipped access. Actually, this is the first time we've actually put the tent up, so everything's still quite stiff and tight, which is quite nice. The door does clip, so you can have a half door. There's a little catch at the top there, like that, so you can have it as just a half open door, or you can zip the whole thing round and have one big door and then roll it up to have a porched area. So now we're in the porched area. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of room. There's probably almost 2 meters worth of space either side there, and then the same goes for this side. Nice and airy as well. So you've got your crystal clear windows. So you've got your door on the front with a Vango mesh on the inside as well. So I'm just going to take my shoes off. So as we enter the tent, you can see there's quite a large living area. So your windows are just behind these mesh curtains here. Like I said, we've only just put it up, so we've not taken them down yet. The room came pre-built in. As you can see, it's the nightfall room, so it's quite dark in there. And here you have your storm straps, which will unclip to prevent any people hurting themselves during the non-storm. But as you pull them tight, and they give you extra security. You can find more information about that on the Vango website about the triangle technology. So this side we have another door, another window, and another door. So this door actually opens, rather than sideways round like that, it opens up. So you roll the door up, which is quite nice. Two more windows on the front here. So looking into the porched area, they are a mesh net. They're not actually the crystal clear windows, which is quite nice. You're going to get air in throughout the time there. So if we built-in ground sheet, which is a large living area, and you've got your air beams, which are quite nice and tight at a 7 psi as recommended. I didn't notice this, but we do actually have the sky hooks, so you can get extra sheets that go in between these to give you another layer in between your tent for when it gets a little bit chillier in the later months, and that will give you extra layer to keep the warm air in. Those go right round on the big poles, but only in the middle, and the front only a halfway. So that's quite nice. I have to look into those. So we'll go into the nightfall room. So one big room. As you can see, it's quite nice and dark. It does come with partitions, so you can hook the partitions to these to create two separate rooms if you wish, or one large room. But it's not too taut out here, which is quite nice, and it is fairly darker compared to our older tents, which just had a standard room, which did give it quite a bit of light during the summer months and mornings, especially when the sun comes up at 5 or even earlier. You can take the tent rooms out to create a big living area if you wanted to. We normally leave them in. Again, there's zippers on all the doors, so you can have one room there and a private area that side, or you can have a room in the middle and then a room on the side. So one big door, two and a small door. Oh, actually no, it's got, yeah, two small doors and a big door. I never noticed that. There we go, even better. But overall, it's a lovely tent, easy to put up. It took me about 15 minutes. The pump that comes with the tent is a single action pump. I would recommend a dual action, it does work quicker, or the electric pump. My electric pump, I couldn't get the cable running from the car to the pump, so I just winged it for this time. So here we go, a much larger tent for us, and it is quite nice so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far, even though it's only been up for about 10 minutes. But I need to go and peg it around. Also, your electricity inlets come in from just on the inside over here. There is another inlet on the inside here if you wanted. So you could run an extension cable to the outside to have a cooking area. I believe those are the only two inlets in this tent, so there's nothing that side and then nothing on that side. So that overall is quite nice. We did also buy the ground sheet or footprint for the tent. It is not designed directly for this tent, but it is the GP110. So that's the ground protection GP110. And we still will buy a carpet to go in at this point, but we haven't made that purchase yet because this tent was on offer, but still fairly expensive, and we have to sell the other tent. But yeah, 4 beams, one at the back, 2 in the middle, 1 at the front, and then you got an awning beam this side, rather than a fiberglass pole like many of the others. But overall, it's a very, very nice tent, and that is a overview of the tent for the first time. Feel free, pass it on, share the video, and